All right, good afternoon. Ms. Hamburger, would you approach, please? All right, good afternoon, counsel. We've had a few developments transpire, as you know, over the last 2 days. The defense has turned over a tape recording of a statement made by your client, Rosa Lopez, in July of last year, and that tape recording was turned over late this morning, and a transcript was just provided by the court to counsel for both sides. Prosecution has asked for a continuance of the 1335 until Friday morning so that they can evaluate the tape recorded statement and correlate it with all the other evidence that has been created by this situation. I am probably not going to grant the continuance until Friday. I'm probably going to grant a continuance until Thursday. For this reason, I do not believe we can complete this conditional examination in one additional day. I think we're going to go longer than an additional day. And I'm therefore going to be ordering your client to return back here at 9 o'clock on Thursday morning, the 2nd of March. And I understand your client is very reluctant to stay. The court has already, through the clerk, made arrangements to change her plane reservations for her flight out of town. So I maintain my belief that she is, in fact, going to leave the jurisdiction. My alternative is that if she does not accept my order to return on March the 3rd at 9 a.m., then having already determined that she is a material witness, I will have to require her to post a substantial bond. All right, do you want to discuss that with your client?
May I please, Your Honor?
Certainly.
Thank you.
March 2nd.
March 2nd, which is Thursday. And the
May
reason
I
for
have
that...
10 minutes, Your Honor?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
And the reason for that, counsel, is let me just explain to counsel. I think, Ms. Clark, that you're entitled to a substantial amount of time, and that perhaps overnight is not enough. But I don't believe we're going to complete this conditional examination in one additional day. And if we go to Friday, then we're going to dribble over into Saturday and Sunday. And I have other commitments Saturday that I can't break. So that's that.
And the court is correct, one day will not be sufficient to complete the examination.
All right, so I propose that what we do is complete the examination we'll take a 10-minute recess from Ms. Hamburger to speak with Ms. Lopez. We'll complete the direct examination this afternoon, and then we'll stand in recess. However, I do want counsel back the next few days to hash out some of the discovery things that we haven't gone through, take care of some of the other business that we have with Dean Ullman tomorrow. We can do those things without the jury. All right, 10 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're waiting for Ms. Hamburger and her client. Cochran? Let me ask,
Hamburger will be in momentarily.
all right, let me ask you a question while we're awaiting counsel for Ms. Lopez. What is the defense position on the court making a determination under 1332 that Ms. Lopez is a material witness and requiring her to post bond?
Well, our position is, Your Honor, that would be terribly unfair. I think, as I addressed in my remarks, Your Honor, I think that this is a lady who came forward
All right,
voluntarily.
let's assume that you think it's terribly unfair. If she's unwilling, how do I secure her attendance here on Thursday?
Well, I can only hearken back to Friday evening when she did not want to be here, wanted to leave that weekend, Saturday night, if you recall. She seemed to have a great amount of respect for Your Honor, and if you recall, she promised that she would come back for you.
Of course, I
It
also
seems to be
promised that
yes,
we would
but
be
you promised to
finished.
be finished, so that maybe there's a little credibility problem now that has arisen. But I think that she continues to have respect for this court because she believes this court is fair, and I think that it's going to require you asking. She has been, at lunchtime today, she said, why is this happening to me? I'm just a witness. I was just there. I just saw what I saw, and I want to go home, contrary to what the prosecution thinks, because they're not out in the real world. This lady wants to leave, and she is sincere about that. She wants to get on with her life. And so it seems to me that I'd like for you to talk to her, but I think it would be terribly unfair, Judge. I mean, in addition to this case,
But the consequence, if I don't do that, and if I order her to come back without posting a bond, and she disappears, you lose her.
yeah, I think that while we're waiting for them to come in, I'd like to talk to my colleagues, but I think that I just, I want to talk to my client, really, is what we want to do.
That's a technical decision
I want
you
to talk to
have
my
to
client.
make.
But I think that, Judge, we just don't want to be part of that. I mean, that is just seems so egregious, where she's a witness. She's a person who saw something, who's come down here, it's not her fault, and I just have a little trouble with that. But allow me to
Oh,
talk.
believe me, I'm reluctant to throw
Yes,
witnesses into
yes.
custody, too.
Plus, she didn't have any money, and so that's another problem. And people always want to send things in, and certainly you know that before I let her spend one night, I would post it personally. But I have a real problem with this. So may I talk to Mr. Simpson?
(1332) issue.
Well, a counselor consulting with their client, all right, Ms. Hamburger, why don't you come on up? Let me just allow Mr. Cochran to conclude conferring with his client. But don't go away. All right, good afternoon, Ms. Hamburger.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. The sad part of all of this are my client's feelings, justifiably. I have spoken to my client. She has agreed to only one thing, and I hope you will allow her to do this, Your Honor. She has agreed, if you will allow her, to address you directly. Would you
All right.
give her permission to do that?
Certainly.
Thank you.
All right, and let the record reflect the presence of our certified Spanish interpreter, whose name is?
Cecile, C-E-C-I-L-E, Cerda, C-E-R-D-A, Spanish language interpreter, open file.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Lopez, would you come forward, please? All right, good afternoon again, ma'am.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Let me have the interpreter interpret for you.
Good afternoon.
Ms. Lopez, Your attorney has indicated that you wish to speak to me again,
Señora López, su
and I've
abogada me ha
explained to
dicho
your attorney
que usted quiere hablar conmigo una vez más.
that we've had another delay in our proceeding.
Yo le he dicho a su abogado que hemos tenido otra demora en este procedimiento.
I don't know how much detail your attorney told you,
Yo no sé cuántos detalles le dio a conocer su abogada,
but the delay is based upon the fact
pero la demora se trata del hecho
that the prosecution was given a tape recording
de que a la Procuraduría se le entregó una
of your first
grabación
interview
de su primera entrevista
only this morning,
solamente esta mañana.
and they want some time to listen to the tape recording,
Y ellos quieren tiempo para
to
escuchar
prepare a
esa
transcript of
grabación
that recording,
y para preparar un transcrito
and
de
to
esta
evaluate it
grabación
before asking you questions
y para evaluar esto antes de
about
hacerle
what you
usted
said on
preguntas
July the 29th,
con respecto
1994.
a todo lo que usted dijo el 29 de julio de 1994.
They asked that I delay this proceeding until Friday,
Me pidieron que yo demorara este procedimiento hasta el viernes,
but I feel a delay until Thursday is sufficient time for them to accomplish these things.
pero me parece que una demora hasta el jueves les da a ellos suficiente tiempo para llevar a cabo estas cosas.
Your attorney has indicated
Su abogada me ha
that you wish to
indicado
talk to me about this.
que usted quiere hablar conmigo con respecto a esto.
Sí, señor juez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Quiero decirle
I want to tell you
que yo fui muy honesta con usted.
that I was very honest with you.
Usted me dijo regrese el lunes
You told me come back on Monday,
y yo vine el lunes
and I came on
y
Monday.
yo fui muy honesta con mis abogados.
And I was very honest with my attorneys.
Con cualquiera de ellos hubiera sido lo mismo.
With any one of them, it would have been the same.
Vine de muy lejos
I came from very far
para salir de esto.
to finish with this.
Y ahora, y el jueves me van a decir otro día más.
And today, and on Thursday, I'm going to be told another day,
Y yo estoy muy enferma, señor. Yo no como todos los días,
and I
señor.
am very sick, sir. I don't eat
I'm not sleeping very
every
well.
day, sir. I'm not sleeping very well.
Y le voy a decir, esto no es mi culpa.
And I'm going to tell you, this is not my fault
Trabajar cerca del señor Simpson.
to work close to Mr. Simpson.
Y no es mi culpa haber oído ni haber visto.
Seen and to have heard.
All right, Ms. Lopez, I know that this is not your fault.
Señora López, yo sé que esto no es su culpa.
This delay is the cause of this delay is the failure to turn over the tape-recorded statement
Esta demora,
to the attorneys for the prosecution. That is
la
the
razón de
reason
esta
for the
demora es que
delay.
no se le entregó las grabaciones.
I apologize to you for that.
Yo le pido disculpas a usted por eso.
However, in fairness to both sides,
Pero para ser justo
In
con
this
las dos
lawsuit,
partes,
it is necessary for me to order you to come back on Thursday morning.
me es necesario a mí ordenarle que regrese a usted el jueves por la mañana.
And the reason I have picked Thursday is to make sure that we finish this proceeding
La
this
razón
week.
por la cual he escogido el día jueves es para asegurarme de terminar con estos procedimientos esta
I
semana.
apologize to you for the inconvenience.
Le pido disculpas a usted por la inconveniencia,
As part of the sanction
como parte de la sanción,
for failing to turn over the tape,
por fallar en entregar
I'm
las
going to order
cintas.
counsel for the defendant to pay for your hotel
Le he ordenado al abogado de la defensa
Through
que le
Thursday.
paguen por su hotel
through Thursday.
hasta el jueves.
And I understand my clerk has already contacted your travel agent and
Yo
that your
entiendo que mi actuaria ya se ha puesto en
the
contacto
ticket and reservations that you
con
had
la
are
agencia
fully
de viajes.
refundable and transferable to another flight.
y el dinero que usted pagó por sus boletos se podrá trasladar al pago de otros boletos.
What we will do today,
Lo que vamos a hacer hoy
we will finish the questioning by Mr. Cochran,
es que vamos a terminar las preguntas que le tenga que hacer
and
el
then I'll
señor
order you to
Cochran,
come back on Thursday to
y le voy
complete
a
this.
ordenar que regrese el jueves
Yo,
para terminar con
yo
eso.
estoy muy cansada, me quiero ir a descansar, ya no quiero más preguntas.
I am very tired. I want to go rest, sir. I don't want any more questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Gracias, señor.
All right, Ms. Lopez, I'm sorry, I have one other question. Forgive me, I have one other question. Ms. Lopez, do you understand my order to return here on Thursday morning at 9 o'clock?
Señora López, ¿entiende usted mi orden de que regrese aquí el jueves por la mañana a las 9 de la mañana?
Sí, señor, entiendo.
Yes, sir, I understand.
All right, Mr. Cochran, you're to make her arrangements.
Muy bien, señor Cochran, usted
Do
tendrá
you understand the order, sir?
Yes, I do. Yes.
All right, that's the order. All right, I think we'll call it a day as far as Ms. Lopez is concerned today. All right, thank you, counsel. All right, is there anything else we can conclude?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and counsel, I'm going to order you to be here Thursday morning as well, 9 o'clock.
Definitely.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yes, please. All right, counsel, thank you. All right, we have scheduled tomorrow afternoon previously motions regarding discovery, compliance, et cetera, et cetera. I'd like to have all the defense investigators here so we can make sure that we conclude those matters. We also have the people's motion for discovery of expert statements, disclosure, et cetera, et cetera. That'll be at 1:30. I want to meet with the lawyers in chambers tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. All right, anything else before we stand in recess? All right, thank you, counsel. Another interesting day. Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Interpreters, you're ordered to return Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. All right, thank you.